JC here from Toy News International, and I'm throwing together a quick video. I'm actually just filming this from my hotel room, but I wanted to give you guys a recap of all the reveals that were made yesterday on Friday from Hascon, the Hasbro convention. So we got a number of reveals for both Transformers and Marvel Legends. We didn't get a whole lot of new reveals for Star Wars, one or two, but anyway, I just again wanted to kind of just recap things for you guys. Now, I do highly recommend that you go to the websites tformers.com, marvelousnews.com, and JediInsider.com for more in-depth coverage for all of these things. But I'm just going to go over the highlights from day one. So starting with Transformers, we got a look at a number of new figures for their Power of the Primes storyline. This is basically what's replacing Titan's Return. And we're going to be getting a new Optimus Prime, and this is a leader class figure, and it's an evolution. It's called an evolution figure because this figure has Optimus Prime, and you can have him as Orion Pax, which is Optimus Prime's original character. It's who he was before he became Optimus Prime, and then he can evolve into Optimus Prime with this figure. So it's the first time we've had a figure that can do that, can be both Orion Pax or Optimus Prime. So that's pretty cool. And then we got some new Dinobot reveals. If you're a Dinobot fan, you've revealed a couple of new figures. Basically, all the original Dinobots, G1 Dinobots, are getting updated looks, and they all look pretty true to their original G1 forms. And then we're also getting a new Dinobot, a female Dinobot, the first ever female Dinobot called Slash. So that's kind of interesting. And then Grimlock, and then Slag, which they call Slug now. I guess maybe they lost the copyright name, I don't know. And then Swoop as well, and Snarl, they're all getting figures. And what's really kind of cool about these guys, these Dinobots, is they'll actually they're a combiner, and they will combine into a new Transformer called Volcanicus. So definitely that's pretty cool. I know, back in the G1 days, people always kind of thought that the Dinobots should be combiners to take on Devastator, and so now finally Hasbro's done it and has turned them into a combiner, which is kind of cool. And then finally we got a look at Micronus Prime Master, which includes Cloudburst decoy armor. Micronus, I think that's how you pronounce it. So that's one of the little mini figures. So those are definitely pretty cool. Oh, and then they also teased that Predaking is coming. A combiner Predaking is coming, and we will get our first look at him at the New York Toy Fair. Now, switching to Star Wars, like I said, Star Wars basically had the least new reveals of any of the brands today. The really only new reveal for 6-inch Black Series that we got was that they're doing a Rose figure. I don't think we'd seen Rose yet, but otherwise we'd seen all the others that they had revealed. They had the Snoke figure that we'd seen images leak out from a e-tailer the other week, but they had him on hand, so we did get our first in-hand look for the 6-inch Snoke figure. And then also we got, they're doing a vintage collection version of Snoke, so if you're a fan of the 3.75 inch, we're going to be getting him. Now, one of the things that they announced was they revamped or changed the first wave of vintage collection figures from what was announced at San Diego Comic-Con. So now Rey is still coming. She's going to be the first figure released, and Kylo Ren and a First Order Stormtrooper. But then they've thrown Jyn Erso into this wave, a Rebel Hoth Trooper from Empire Strikes Back, and then, like I said, Snoke is the final figure that's going to be released in the first wave. And we'll be seeing those next year, and these come with the vintage Kenner card backs. So that's really it for new stuff on Star Wars. They did have some prototype pieces for the upcoming vintage collection 3.75 inch tank, Imperial tank from Rogue One. They had announced that at San Diego Comic-Con, but we got some, basically they made it look like it's been blown apart, but these are basically prototype pieces for the tank. Okay, and then finally moving on to Marvel. Marvel Legends probably had the most reveals of any of the brands, which is pretty cool, more than I was actually expecting. But the first thing that was revealed, well, first of all, let's just say we got some packaged looks at the Medusa figure, which is going to be a Walgreens exclusive. and we got a good look of the upcoming Defenders box set, which is going to be an Amazon exclusive. But also other figures, we got to look at the alternate heads for the upcoming 6-inch Submariner and Black Bolt figures, which were announced at San Diego Comic-Con. Now, the other figures that are going to be included, we got some more figures for that wave that were announced today. So you're getting Invincible Iron Man, a modern Iron Man figure, and it's going to have an alternate unmasked head. And then they said that there will be Black Panther movie figures in this wave, but those they have not yet revealed. We'll probably see some of those during New York Comic Con next month. For the Avengers wave, we had previously seen Songbird. That was announced at San Diego Comic Con. And they also announced today that King Cobra, from the Serpent Society, will be joining that wave. So one more addition to your Serpent Society has now been announced. For the Spider-Man wave, the new Spider-Man wave that was announced at San Diego Comic-Con, we got a look. This is the one with the lizard, which the lizard, because some of you had asked, the tail has 3 points of articulation. The Mysterio figure, there will be some type of head sculpt underneath the helmet, which they probably aren't going to reveal. They're just going to let you see it when you buy the figure. That's at least what Dwight told me today. And that's got the Gwenpool and the Spider-Punk figure. But today it was also announced and confirmed that Spider-Woman, a new Spider-Woman figure, was going to be released in this wave. It's basically a modern version of Spider-Woman in her most recent costume. So we got to look at that figure. For the Deadpool wave, we got to look at the Paladin figure. So one more with that. Now, Dwight told me that at the time when I asked him, this was before they announced Paladin, that there was 2 more figures for that wave. So now there's 1 more figure for that wave we still don't know about, but we did learn about Paladin today. Same with the Spider-Man wave. There should be 1 more Spider-Man figure coming announced for that wave. And then for X-Men, we're getting a Tiger Stripe Wolverine. I know a lot of you have been asking for that, so an updated Tiger Stripe Wolverine was announced. We're getting a new Psylocke figure. A lot of you have been asking for that. And then an 80s Mohawk Storm. So this is the first time we're getting this version of Storm in a 6-inch figure. And again, I know a lot of you had been asking for that. So definitely a lot for you X-Men fans to be happy about. They also gave us an updated look at the Apocalypse figure that they announced at San Diego Comic-Con. And then they announced a Toys R Us 2-pack that's going to feature Claw, comic book versions of Claw and Shuri. And they also gave us an updated image for the Thanos with Infinity Gauntlet. This is basically a repaint of the Thanos Build-A-Figure, and it's going to come with the Infinity Gauntlet, and that's going to be a Walmart exclusive. Now, in the Q&A portion of the Hasbro panel, they indicated that there's a very strong possibility that more Netflix figures are going to be coming, which is really not a big surprise. They also made some indication that they might do a Sauron figure at some point for, I guess, the X-Men, and Beast and maybe a new Sentinel were kind of teased, but definitely I think we're going to be getting Beast, a new Beast figure. Just after talking with Dwight, I have a strong feeling that Beast is going to be coming. A Professor X with a Build-A-Figure or Build-A-Device with the hover chair was also kind of teased at the Q&A. So that pretty much is it. And that really should be it for Hascon reveals as far as new product. There really shouldn't be much more new. Might be some Forces of Destiny stuff. There is a Forces of Destiny panel tomorrow, aka Saturday. But our next big reveals won't come until next month during the New York Comic Con. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section of everything that was revealed. Are you excited for the new stuff that was shown? What specifically stood out to you? And again, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Also, if you're so inclined, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And you can also follow me on my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. I've been posting a lot of updates from Hascon on Facebook, so definitely you might want to follow me there. And until next time, guys, I will catch you later.